There used to be a time that many of us ate salmon only when we ordered it at a nice restaurant. Well, today, more people than ever are cooking salmon at home, bringing restaurant quality recipes into their very own kitchen. And the best part is, you don't even have to be a professional chef. Here to show us how to make fabulous salmon recipes with 5 ingredients or less using salmon from Heritage is certified sports nutritionist Michelle Marie. Good to have you back here on the show.
Always a pleasure, Miranda.
5 ingredients or less, is that even possible?
Actually, Miranda, it is, because salmon is so versatile that it really takes on the flavors of the ingredients so nicely. And I mean, there are hundreds of gourmet recipes made with salmon with just 5 ingredients or less.
Well, let's talk about salmon, because we have salmon probably once a week in our house, and we only use Heritage because we find it to be the highest quality premium salmon. But a lot of people aren't really familiar with salmon, so can you explain to us the difference between a salmon fillet versus a salmon steak?
Sure. Well, the salmon steak uses a cross-section of the fish, so it usually still contains the backbone and any other bones that weren't previously removed. A fish fillet or salmon fillet is taken from the side of the fish, so they usually cut or fillet the fish or the meat from the backbone and make sure that it doesn't have any other bones in it.
Now, you have some great cooking tips when it comes to salmon. First and foremost, don't overcook it, right?
Well, yes, because salmon is very susceptible to carryover cooking. So you just want to make sure that you take it off the heat, that you only let it sit for a few minutes.
What about marinades?
Well, the thing with marinades is that most of them do have a lot of acid in them, like lemon juice or tomatoes, and that really breaks down the flesh of the fish within about 30 minutes. And truthfully, you don't need to marinate it for that long because it really holds on and maintains its flavor with just about 10 minutes.
I have to say, these dishes just look amazing. They look like they came right out of a restaurant. Only using 5 ingredients, that's incredible. Let's talk about this first one.
This right here I love. It's Asian baked salmon. For this, we only need 2 tablespoons of Dijon mustard, 3 tablespoons of a good soy sauce, and 6 tablespoons of a very good olive oil, and half a teaspoon of minced garlic. So the first thing we want to do is lay the salmon skin side down on a cutting board and cut it crosswise into 4 equal pieces. Then all you got to do is whisk together the mustard, the soy sauce, the olive oil, and the garlic in a small bowl and drizzle about half of the marinade onto the salmon and allow it to sit for about 10 minutes. And then we bake it, and then when it comes out of the oven, we pour the rest of the marinade on it and we serve it. And it's going to look amazing. It makes this beautiful glaze on it, and it's just fabulous.
It's gorgeous. And what can you tell me about the herb crusted one?
All you have to do with that is, in a food processor, put in breadcrumbs, tarragon, a little bit of dill, and some melted butter. And then you are going to put a little bit of salt and pepper on both sides of the salmon and sear it. And then you're going to add this beautiful breadcrumb mixture that we made and on top and bake it. And it's going to come out of the oven and it's going to look right out of a food magazine. How gorgeous is that?
Voila, herb crusted salmon right there.
Our husbands would be so proud.
They would. Now, if that wasn't easy enough for you, I think you're going to love these next 2 because you can't really get any easier than that. I mean, you just use a microwave, right?
Yes, and how gorgeous do they look? And we make them in the microwave in just a few minutes. So this is our Greek fish, and all you use for this is a little bit of olive oil and some Greek seasoning, and you cover it well and put it in the microwave for just a few minutes. You pair that with a beautiful green salad like this and a little bit of bread, and you've got a great meal for your family.
And I love this. I can smell the lemon from here.
Yes, and it's so fresh and light, which is what I love about it. It's salmon steamed with just 4 teaspoons of butter, about 4 tablespoons of lemon pepper, and 8 tablespoons of white wine. And you've got this beautiful, fresh, amazing looking salmon.
Michelle, thank you so much. You really helped us.
Such a pleasure to be here.
Busy moms out there, 5 ingredients or less. Who thought it was possible? And be sure when next time you go to the grocery store to ask for Heritage Salmon. And to find out more information about savory salmon recipes, you can go to www.heritagesalmon.com.